Very good afternoon, children. Today, myself, Deepak sir, will be starting with matrices. We will be covering short topics of this chapter into subsequent videos. And at the end, please note down the instructions for the worksheet. I'll also be sending a complete worksheet on the entire chapter, and I'll be telling you which all sums to be done in the order so that you can solve it easily and it will not be a hectic schedule for you also. So let's start with matrices. That is another branch of mathematics which deals with numbers, functions, etc. Its importance is very useful in computers to find the unknown variables and so on. So exactly what is matrices? Matrices, it's a plural word. If I talk about singular, it is called as a matrix. So a matrix is nothing but arrangement of elements or functions in the form of rows or columns. Like in the assembly, when we stand in the form of rows and columns. That forms a matrix. Similarly, if we arrange the numbers or functions in the rows and columns, it forms a matrix. Let us take an example. Here I have taken an example of a matrix which has these horizontal lines are called as rows and these vertical lines are called as columns. So if I take a simple example, this matrix has these two rows and two columns. So it is written as 2 by 2. What is that? We'll see later on. So there are 4 elements over here, 5 minus 4, 10 minus 8. These all elements, they can be function also, like it can be x, x cube, 1 upon x, x. Similarly, I've written a 3 by 3 matrix, that is minus 2, 0, 0, 0, minus 3, 0, 0, 0, 3. So this is nothing but an example of matrix. All matrices are enclosed by square brackets and they are denoted by capital A to Z letters where I is fixed. See here A11, A12, A1n, A22, all these are elements or they are functions. As said, horizontal lines are called as rows and vertical lines are called as columns. A matrix is enclosed by square brackets and represented by capital letters A to Z. Let's move on to further part. That is order of a matrix. Now since I've arranged elements in the form of rows and columns, I'll be having some rows and some columns. So if I multiply the number of rows and number of columns, I get the order of matrix. That is was 2 by 2. So first number stands for the row, second number stands for the column. So in general, I can write every matrix as Aij, where I stands for ith row, J stands for the jth column. In all, there are m rows and n columns. So again, the same example. This is 2 minus 3, 4, 7. It has 2 rows and 2 columns. Similarly, matrix B has 2 rows but 3 columns. Remember that we first write the row and then we write the column. So here order of A will be 2 by 2. Order of B will be 2 by 3 since it has 2 rows and 3 columns. Next example of 3 by 3 matrix and learn in detail about that matrix elements. So see, this is the element of first row, first column. So is indicated by A11. This is the element of first row and second column. So A12. This is A13. That is first row, third column. Second row, first column element. Second row, second column element. Second row, third column element, and so on. These suffix addresses are very important. Previously I had written this as ij, and this was ith row, this was jth column. So here it is first row and first column. This is what I told you all. A11 is the element of first row and first column, and element of first row and second column is A12. Now let us study about types of matrices. The very first type of matrix is called as square matrix. What does it mean by square matrix? A matrix having same number of rows and columns. That is, number of rows and number of columns will remain same. That is 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 4 by 4. So that matrix is called as a square matrix. And general order of square matrix will be n by n. That is 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 4 by 4, and so on. The first example where I have written a 2 by 2 matrix. Second, a 3 by 3 matrix. We don't bother what are the elements. We only think about the number of rows and number of columns. They are same, so it is a square matrix. Next, what do you mean by row matrix? A matrix which has only one row is called as row matrix. In general, the order will be 1 into n because we have only one row. Example, see, I have only done one row and there are 3 vertical columns. That is, 3 is the element of first column, element of second column, element of third column, but only one row. So it is 1 by 3. So guys, this will be what? 1 by 2. Next we have column matrix. That is a matrix having one column is called as column matrix. Its general order will be n by 1. That is n rows and one column. So an example, see, there are 3 rows. The row number 1 is this, row number 2 is this, and row number 3 is this. So it is 3 by 1 and this will be 2 by 1. Next, a very important matrix, a diagonal matrix, a square matrix. So see, remember, first I'm telling it is a square matrix. By default, it has to be 2 by 2 or 3 by 3 or 4 by 4, in which aij means a, ith and ijth element is 0 if I is not equal to j. Now, what do you mean by this? We'll see now. Then the matrix is called as diagonal matrix. Let's understand this by an example. Now see, this shaded part by rectangle is called as diagonal elements. These are called as diagonal elements because their row number and column numbers are same. This is A11, A22, A33. So except the diagonal elements or the elements having same address as row number and column number, if other elements are 0, you can see these other elements are nothing but 0. Such a matrix is called as diagonal matrix. Only diagonal elements are non-zero, rest all elements are 0. This is for 3 by 3. Let us take the same example for 2 by 2. So there are only these 2 diagonal elements, rest all has to be 0. Diagonal is unidirectional, it is only this direction, it cannot be this direction. Okay, because diagonal elements means the row number and column number must be same. So this is the only diagonal which we have in 3 by 3. This is the only diagonal which we have in 2 by 2. Rest all elements must be 0. Now scalar matrix. Again, see the definition carefully. A diagonal matrix, it means by default a scalar matrix has to be a diagonal matrix in which all diagonal elements are identical. So what do you mean by this? See example here, the non-diagonal elements are 0 and all diagonal elements are same, that is 4, 4, 4. Here we have -5 and -5. If all diagonal elements are same, it is a diagonal matrix also and is a scalar matrix also. Next, unit matrix, or it is also called as identity matrix. A scalar matrix, it means by default all diagonal entries must be same and it should be compulsory one only. Here in scalar it could have been anything, but in unit matrix or identity matrix, diagonal elements has to be 1, and this matrix is noted by I. I stands for unity over here. Since it has 3 rows and 3 columns, it is named as I3. It is 2 rows, 2 columns, it is named as I2. Why it is I? Because diagonal elements are 1 and non-diagonal elements are 0. Diagonal elements are 1 and non-diagonal elements are 0. Let us talk about now symmetric matrix. A square matrix in which aijth element is equal to aj element. Now what do you mean by this? Now say this is A11, This is A12. So row number is 1, column number is 2. If I talk about this minus 2, here row number is 2, column number is 1. That is, row and column numbers have been interchanged. So if these two elements are same, please be careful, these two elements of same color and rectangle are same, then these two elements are same, that is 4 and 4 circle elements, and these diamond shaped elements are same, means these three pairs must be same to themselves. Like this pair should be same, this pair should be same, and this pair should be same. If all these three pairs are same, then that matrix is called as symmetric matrix. So I have written A13 is equal to A31. See, here row number was 1, here column number was 1. Row number was 3, column number was 3. Both elements were same. So all three pairs should be there. This pair, and this pair. Then this matrix is called as symmetric matrix. Next, skew symmetric. Same as symmetric little bit, that is Aij should be equal to here minus Abi. Here minus plays a vital role, and there's only one matrix in which diagonal elements are 0. There is no other matrix where diagonal elements will be 0. So it's very easy to identify a skew matrix. That is, first you should check whether diagonal elements are 0. Then these pairs should be opposite to each other. This pair should be opposite to each other, and diamond shaped pair should be opposite to each other. In that case, this matrix is called as skew symmetric matrix. Next, we have upper triangular matrix, a matrix in which elements below diagonal are 0. We know that this is diagonal matrix. So elements below this diagonal are 0. So this matrix is called as upper triangular. In same way, elements above this diagonal are 0. So they are called as lower triangular matrix. A triangle has become 0, and that too above the diagonal, so it is lower triangular. If it is below the diagonal, it is upper triangular. Now, two matrices are said to be equal. First thing, the orders must be same. There's both should be 2 by 2, both should be 1 by 2, both should be 3 by 2, and also at the same time the corresponding entries must be same. If you look at A and B matrix, both are having same order and both corresponding elements are same. See, 2, 2, 4, 4. So here A is equal to B. But if I talk about C and D, though the orders are same, the corresponding elements are not same. Here we have 3, here we have 2. So these corresponding elements are not same. So C is not equal to D. Okay. Let's move on to some solving part of the exercise now. We started with square matrix, column matrix, row matrix, diagonal matrix, scalar matrix, symmetric, skew symmetric, upper triangular and lower triangular. Okay, first one, if a matrix has in all 8 elements, what are the possible orders it can have? I want my total to be 8, and we know that the order gives me the total number of elements. So order is nothing but mn. So I want multiplication of two numbers to be 8. So it can be 8 by 1, 2 by 4, 1 by 8 or 4 by 2. There can be 4 possible ways in which I can write a matrix having 8 elements. It can be 8 by 1, that is 8 elements. It can be 2 by 4, again 8 elements. It can be 1 by 8 also, 8 elements. It can be 4 by 2, 8 elements. Next, if a matrix has 24 elements, likewise previously it had 8, now it is 24. So it can be 1 by 24, 24 by 1, 12 by 2, 2 by 12, 4 by 6, 6 by 4, 3 by 8, 8 by 3. Now what if it has 13 elements? That you will write. Similarly, you will solve the third question about 18 elements. Now look at this matrix. It has how many rows? 1, 2, 3 rows. How many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So it is a matrix of order 3 by 4. That is 3 rows and 4 columns. Next, how many elements it will have? We can count 3 by 4 it is. So 3 4s are 12 elements. Now they're asking me specific elements. What is A13? A13. 1, A11, A12. This is A13. That is 19. Then I want A21. That is second row and first column. That is 35. Then I want A33. That is third row, third column. That is -5. Then I want second row, fourth column. This is my second row and this is my fourth column. So my answer will be 12. Then I want A23. That is a second row and third column. That is 5 by 2. I hope things are cleared. Any doubts? Please feel free to ask me on the group or you can send me WhatsApp message also. Please try to solve exercise 3.1 remaining sums. We'll be discussing in the next class. Sorry. We also have, I want to construct a matrix, a 2 by 2 matrix where A is equal to represented by Aij and Aij is given by I plus j the whole square divided by 2. Since I have a 2 by 2 matrix, I can have 4 elements. It can be A11, A12, A21, A22. So if I talk about A11, if you remember, I told you that this is the I number, this is the j number. So I'll replace the numbers in the formula. So A11 will be formed by I plus j. So I is 1, j is 1. So 1 plus 1, the whole square by 2. The answer comes out to be 1. A12, it will be 1 plus 2, the whole square. Then A21 will be 2 plus 1, the whole square. A22 will be 2 plus 2, the whole square. So first element will be written here. A12 means first row, second column. It will be written here. 21 means second row, first column. 22, second row, second column. Similarly, we'll solve this and we'll check your answer whether you're getting same answer or not. Okay. Okay. The last one. Find the values of x, y, and z from the following equations. Like we discussed that two matrices are said to be equal if the corresponding elements are same. So now see, here both the matrices have same order. So the corresponding elements must be same. So what can I say here? See, this is 4. So y should also be 4. Then if here this is x and here it is 1. So this 1 and x must be same. Then similarly here it is 3 and here we have z. So z should be equal to 3. Similarly, again these two matrices are equal. So 3x plus 7 should be equal to 0. 5 should be equal to y minus 2. So if I simplify these two equations, I get x as minus 7 by 3 and y as 7. Please try exercise 3.1 as homework. Any doubts, please feel free to ask. If any mistakes, please, I'm sorry. Thank you.